Hi there. In previous video, we have looked at how employing multiple PFS created a payment landscape that allowed payers to pay different amounts for the same set of services. In this video, we will be looking at an example of paid-for basket. PfB is a feature whereby entire selection of goods and/or services exhibit multiple payment states. Businesses that offer multiple low-cost goods are a perfect candidate for employing PfB, since employing dozens of PFI states may be counterproductive. Let us assume that we are dealing with a retailer that sells only bananas, apples, and oranges. Only 3 goods have been chosen, for illustration practicality reasons. Let us assume the following prices. Let us also assume that an average basket size is $50, and the frequencies in the ABS are as follows. Now assume that Bob has decided to shop at said retailer. Suppose that Bob has decided to purchase 3 kilograms of apples, 1 kilogram of bananas, and 3 kilograms of oranges. With the current system, Bob would be definitely parting with $60 should he purchase said goods. After some deliberation, management of said retailer has chosen to implement PfB in order to allow payers the possibility to be paid for. The following PfB states were established. PfB 1 would allow 3 out of 100 pairs to be completely paid for. PfB 2 would allow 5 out of 100 pairs to be 50% paid for. Using established equations from previous videos, we can calculate the PfD amount to be $2.9. This would mean that an average basket size would need to be raised to $52.9 in order to compensate for PfB 1 and PfB 2. There are a number of ways in which said $2.9 could be reallocated between the fruits. Each fruit could take the burden, like apples, in this table. Alternatively, reallocation can be done according to price size, or even distribution between the products. Depending on what type of reallocation was used, Bob would have paid between $62.91 and $64.37, which is an increase of 4.9 to 7.3% compared to $60 of content price. Bob could also pay between $31.46 and $32.18 for the exact same basket of goods if he had triggered PfB 2 state. Alternatively, Bob could have kept his wallet in his pocket should he had triggered PfB 1 state. In essence, if Bob is not fixated on the fact that the price of oranges has gone up by 32 cents, from $5 to $5.32, then Bob would consider PfB to be a very positive feature, since it allows Bob a possibility to save significant amounts of money which he had already considered spent. It is important to point out that average basket size is not a static parameter. Consumer behavior directly affects ABS. Some payers might decide that it is better to purchase more fruits, just in case current purchase will end with a PfB state. This kind of reasoning would lead to increase in ABS. PfD and reallocation would need to be calibrated accordingly in order to keep CP constant.